What is the craziest thing that's happened to you in Houston?
The craziest thing that happened to me in Houston is, well, I don't want to say this on camera, but I am. It's so funny though. Y'all can laugh now about it. One of the craziest things that happened to me in Houston, I had a warrant before. Long time, 10 years. So when I finally got caught, I was at the probation place and I tried to run in handcuffs. And yeah, this was a hell of a experience over here at the probation office. Where we had the whole entire probation outside watching me running from the police in handcuffs, falling all over. And what's funny about it is I can laugh about it now. This is so funny. People don't know this. When you fall with handcuffs on, you can't get up. You can't get off the ground. You can't use your hands. So I'm running and I fell with the handcuffs on, and the police was probably about 20 yards away. He didn't even run. He walked to where I just was on the ground. And when I got on that, I'm such a gangster and known for jumping gates and running. It just was my first instinct. You know what I'm saying? I got handcuffs. I want to get away. I ran. So this story is funny because everybody that was at that probation place that day, they still late in life say, man, we just can't believe that you actually thought that you was going to get away in handcuffs, man. So, and that happened in Houston.
Now, what was going through your head to even make that decision because you're already cuffed, you're caught?
You know what made me make that decision? I'm in the middle of my deal. This happened not long ago. I'm in the middle of my deal, and I don't want to go. I just got my deal. My album ain't out yet. Chunk of the Deuce just came out, and I'm in the middle of finna get ready to take off, and y'all talk about, man, I can't go right now, man. You know what I'm saying? And that was the thought of that. And I didn't do nothing but make the situation worse. I got out of it, but I made the situation worse at the time.
Do you actually get an additional charge for the running once you were in the
Yeah, that's called escape. Once you are apprehended, if you get put in the car, you get put in the handcuffs. If you come out of those handcuffs or come out of that car, that's called escape. That's an additional charge. And a stiff one.
What was the end result of that case?
I beat it. I ended up, I had a nice lawyer. And at the end of the day, man, through string pullings, we got the escape knocked down to the resisting arrest. You know what I'm saying? And I already just had a warrant, and we ended up, 90 days and $100,000 later. We was back outside.
Now, you were on the run for approximately 10 years.
Uh-huh.
Looking back, do you regret that at all? Hear me out, do you wish you would have got caught or turned yourself in 5 years prior, a year after the case had started? I mean, that
sometime I do, but then I don't know if the turnout. I don't know if the turnout would be the same. I don't like to say I would change anything because it changes how it happens now. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I wish I could have took care of it because I missed a lot of important years to my career. Not that y'all know about, to myself. Things that I know that I could have got more, like it was things that was passing through that I was missing out and I couldn't be who I needed to be to get it. You know what I'm saying? I was able to be Lil Keke and survive, take care of my family, do what I need to do. But going to the next level, it was getting to the point where I couldn't even really sign deals or do nothing. So the last deal that was kind of on the table for me, I kind of took it. So, but I have no regret. I wouldn't change too much of it because I don't think that I could get to here. It's a lot that I had to go through with that in order to be this person. And I love who I am now.
Now, that in it of itself, of being on the run, is its own lifestyle.
Yes.
Once you got caught, once the case was over with, everything was taken care of, do you still suffer from that lifestyle of living on the run for those 10 years? Or is there anything that is a habit or...
Well, I still have stuff, like when I go out the country, everybody knows soon I come back, I'm going to the back. Soon we get back, soon as the plane lane. Now, taking off, I'm good. But when we come back, I don't care if it's Jamaica, Mexico, whatever, I'm going to get pulled to the back every time. Because I had an alias name. So even when I got it wiped out, I'm still, and they don't want nothing. I don't get strip searched or nothing. They're going to bring me to the back. open up my bag and go on. But it happens, and it's just a lingering effect of who I used to be. Now, as far as anything else, I'm good. You know.
Okay. Now, you also mentioned, well, when you were telling this story, you were looking at people to the side. Care to share who these people to the side of you are in today's interview off camera?
This is part of my team. This is Sid and this B. It's my camera guy. This is one of my business partners. I'm looking at them from the side because they know just as much about Houston and my career, and you getting me with something. I'm like, what y'all think? You know what I'm saying? So they very important. I'm at a stage in my career of getting ready to bring my label forward, and these are just people that are part of what I'm doing and making it work that help me make it work.
How did you meet each of these two?
In the game, actually, Bashari, I met him. He the CEO of Swishahouse, G Dash. That's his brother. Sid, I met him. You didn't know that? You never knew that? I'm laughing. I'm all off the camera here. You over there? Yeah, but and this I started off doing shows with him. He's a great promoter. Sid, he was doing shows in his city. And he's always loved our culture and been a part. And just recently, he did a lot of work with Big Pokey, and we just kind of transferred over to get ready to do some things with myself.
Also, in that story, you mentioned a deal. Care to share what company you were referencing there?
Oh, Universal at the time. Swishahouse, I had to deal with Swishahouse, Universal. And during that time of Chunk Up the Deuce, before we got the deal, when we was first getting the deal, Power Wild was with Atlantic, Mike Jones was with Warner through the Asylum, and I hadn't got my deal yet when I signed with Switch House. I hadn't got my distribution yet. Like the ABA and the Gangster Grill, that came out under us, but I hadn't got my deal yet. So right as I was getting my distribution deal with Universal, I ended up finally getting caught up after the 10 years. And it almost affected my deal, but it worked itself out.
And Slim Thug was on Interscope, I believe, at that time,
At the
too.
time, yeah.